Good morning to all of you, and today we are off to meet a guy that I met about 3-4 months ago. He's the guy I bought the new interior for my BMW from, and I forgot that I needed a new driver's side door handle for my car. As you can see, this is the old one, and this lever right here that's just spinning or able to move freely should be attached right here. I tried epoxy gluing it and that didn't work. And SharkFest is in, what's today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're leaving Thursday, so I got 3 days to get the car fully back together. So he was kind of my last case scenario, and he parts these cars out in my area. He's about 30 minutes away. So I hit him up and he had door handles. Gonna go buy that from him and see what else he probably has for me. Hopefully he has some good parts. So first we need to go get gas and then we'll head over to him. So let's go do that. Got some gas. Now we are gonna head back on the road. To go pick up the door handle from the guy, and I know somebody who's within my area that has the parts that I need when I forget to order them and need to go pick them up 3 days before SharkFest. Well, 3 days before I have to leave for opening night of SharkFest. And basically I just dropped the ball. I got too busy with everything else and it wasn't on my mind that, oh yeah, my door handle is broken, I need to buy a new one. So we're on our way to go pick that up. Possibly an interior door handle. He probably has one. He definitely has one. And then weather stripping for the moonroof, sunroof, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have the glass, so it's just a solid steel panel. So I need to get that for the car as well, because mine was not the worst condition, but they painted over it and the paint doesn't want to come off, and now the compound's sticking to it and it just looks, it doesn't look the best. And with the new paint job, I wanted things to kind of look nice with it. We're gonna go pick that stuff up and see what else he has to offer, and maybe we can make a deal on a whole bunch of parts, but only on parts that I need, because I don't want to just go and start spending money willy-nilly on parts that I don't need. I just want to get the parts I do need and get them on the car as soon as possible. You'll see that I was putting the interior in the car yesterday, or started to put the interior into the car. I got as far as the back seats, back trim, back door cards, and the passenger door cards with the carpeting and everything like that. So I got that far. The driver's seat is in the car right now, just as to see how everything's fitting in there, because I'm gonna have to make a bracket to move that seat over just a little bit, but that's not gonna happen until SharkFest, or after SharkFest. It's gonna happen probably like a month after until I can get to it. And I also want to dye the seats before SharkFest, but again, that's not going to happen until after SharkFest. So right now the car's going to be how it is basically, and I just have to put it all back together. However, I'm really liking the interior with the new color on the car, because originally the car was black on black. So black on black isn't my thing. I don't like it. I don't like the whole look. I mean, it looks cool and all, but I can never have a vehicle that's black on black. And I know I had the BMW that was black on black, and it looks sinister. So I wanted to go away from the black. I still kind of went with the dark color, even though it is more upbeat. But I went back to the original color interior that the car came from the factory with. They also painted that black. I really like this color interior, and I don't know why anybody would ever change it. So I went back to that color, and I really like it with the red that I chose, which the red is called Barbera Red. It's a BMW color. It's from like 2008 to 2012-ish. I really like the colors together. I'm happy with them, and I'm getting really excited for Shark Fest because it's 3 days away. I know I keep saying that, but again, I got 3 days to get this car fully back together, make sure it's running and driving to the best of its ability, which I have no doubt in my mind it's not going to be, but I haven't driven this car, and I mean really driven this car, since November-ish, October. I'd rather just tow it down, be safe. I called the hotel to make sure that they had room for the truck and trailer, which they do. They told me they had a field to accommodate me, not a parking lot, a field. I go, okay, that's fine. I'm like, I'll just take the car off the trailer before I go drive it into the field. But we'll see when we get down there. But anyways, let's continue driving. We got another about 15 minutes to get to this guy, and we'll go pick up the parts, and I will see you guys on our way home. We just left the guy's place. I got the 2 door handles for the exterior and the 2 for the interior. He gave me a pretty good price on them, especially since I contacted him yesterday. Plus, I had to take them off myself because they were still on the door. Oh, look, A5. So they were still on the door. I had to remove them myself, so I knocked them down on price for that one. I was like, hey, I got to remove them myself, but no big deal. So I took them off, got those. They're actually in pretty nice condition. They came off of I think it was an 85 or an 86 6 Series that he was parting out. He didn't have the car anymore, but he has all the parts to it still. So I got those, and I got the interior handles because my driver's side one started to break apart, and I want to get it replaced now since I have the door card off. So I got that from him with the deal. Fun just talking to BMW people in general, because every time I go there it feels like he has a new car to show me, and he had 3 new cars to show me, because last time I went there he showed me his M3, I think it was an 86 or 87 M3, and then he showed me his 88 6 Series, because it had the airbag in the driver's steering wheel, so it was like an 88 or 89. I want to say it was an 88 though. So he showed me those 2 last time. This time around, he showed me his 74 BMW 2002 Touring. It was a hatchback 2002. I've never seen one before, and if I have, it was in pictures, didn't think anything of it. This one he had imported from Holland, and he said it's like maybe 5 in the area, and it's a hard to come by car. It was only produced for 3 years and for 3 months in its last year, which I think was 74 that he was telling me, and it was in white. Great looking car. I mean, it was in great condition. I mean, no rust. He had the A-arms, control arms, anything that he could take off the car and get powder coated, he got it powder coated, and it showed. I mean, nothing on that car is the same to a 2002 sedan. It's completely different. The only thing that's probably the same is the hood and the grille. Everything behind it is different. The windshields, the trim, the windows, everything is just different on that car. But it is such a unique, interesting car and rare that I thought it was neat, and I wanted to share with you guys. It's in a cool car, and the fact that he had one. He also had another 3 Series wide body that from the 80s. I can't remember the year on that one, but it was another 3 Series wide body, no wing though, which was interesting, but it was a cool color on it. And it's just fun to go there, because I was expecting maybe be there for half an hour, taking the door handles off the door, because he warned me that they're still on the door. And we end up talking for half an hour, he telling me about his cars, stuff like that, and all his other ones and events that he went to since last time I saw him. And then we took the door handles off, and then we started talking more about other stuff. And yeah, I'm leaving. I think I got there like an hour and a half ago, so it took me only half an hour to take the door handles off. I was there for another hour talking to him, and so that was pretty cool. It's fun to talk with him. But this year I'm probably going to go to Vintage not with him, but I'll see him there because he's like, yeah, you should come to Vintage. Well, I'll see you there, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm going to maybe try and find out when it is exactly. He said like September, October-ish, and I'll try and go to that and make sure the car is really ready for it, unless I sell the car before then. But the value of these cars are going up, and knowing that, I don't want to get rid of it just yet. But hands are dirty. They're greasy, but that's to be expected. So now that I have the door handles, I'm going to go home, put the driver's side on, put the rest of the interior together, and hopefully finish that today. I'll see how far I can get because I still need to put the dashboard on it. So hopefully we can get the dashboard in, get all that hooked up, and finish the interior today and call it done. So I just have to focus on the exterior molding of the car and then get on the trailer Wednesday night so we can leave Thursday. 3 days. 3. It shouldn't be too bad, but I'm really excited to get the car finished and back together. What's up, guys? So, been a long day. When I got back after picking up the door handles, I installed the door handles. Also put the dashboard into the car and put the door card on the driver's side. So that's all in. I still need to bolt down the dashboard, put all the gauge cluster and instrument panels into the car. Then front bumper still needs to go on. Side molding and trim around the windows, like the chrome trim, needs to go on. I also finished the back bumper. Need to also finish the trunk, but that's not that big of a deal. But anyways, the car is getting there. It's almost finished. So I'm going to end my video here, and I will see you guys later on the next one.